Hello all, hello and welcome. Welcome to the woods of my backyard. Is anybody in yet? Foist. Hey Kage. Summer, hey, good to see you. Summer says hello, Mom Dog. Welshman, haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? How are you? Welshman says hi, Mom Dog. Summer says second. Santix, haven't seen you in a minute either. Hey, how are you? Santix says I'm here. Kage says hey, Summer. Hey, Welsh. Hey, Santy. Good to see you guys. Summer says hey, Kage. Welshman says been busy with moving home. Oh goodness, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. How you been? Other than busy moving. Hey Phil. Phil says hi. Pokies. Pokies, damn it. Says what is this? It's a live stream or a tree. Depends on your point of view. Welshman says hi, Kage. Summer says how are you, Mom Dog? Nice view. Appreciate you. I'm doing pretty well. I'm having a little bit of breathing difficulty today, so I might only do a 1 hour live stream, and I definitely won't be able to get up and give you guys a tour because we've got some pollution and some pollen, and I have my inhaler. Pokey says, the tree talks again. Yes, the talking trees, the mystical, magical talking trees. Kage says, hey, Pokies. Santex says, hey, Kage, what's up? Welshman says, been good, thank you. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Been thinking about you, Welshman. Santex says, hi, Pokies. Summer says, hey, Welshman. Pokey says, the crew is here. Sanal, hey, good to see you. Sanal says, hello, Mom Dog Molly. Good to see you, Sanal. How are you? Welshman says, hi, Summer. Summer says, hi, everyone. Kage says, it's a live stream and a tree. Yeah, 2 for 1. Summer says, Sanal, hey. Sanal says, hello, wonderful mod. Oh, excuse me. Hello, wonderful mods. Hey, Summer. Santex says, I've been so busy with work this past week. Oh, gotcha. You know, my job's been hectic this week too, Santex. Maybe it's, do you work in the American healthcare system too? Russ, hey, good to see you. BGN Aquariums is Russ. Says, hi, Molly. I hope you're feeling okay. Appreciate you, Russ. I'm going to do my best here. We'll see how long I can go. Summer says, I can't hear you, Molly. Uh-oh. Did I mute myself? Oh, there's a squirrel. Right behind that tree. He's eating a nut. You see him? Little black squirrel. Can you move to your left just a little bit, Mr. Squirrel? Please and thank you. Oh, thank you. Or if you want to come closer too, that would be awesome. We could deal. Here, let me take this out of the holder and see if we can get it better. Oops, sorry. Close above my hand there. Here, squirrely, squirrely. I haven't seen this one before. I don't know if we should name him. Yeah, my hands are too shaky. I apologize, guys. There we go. That's better. Now I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. Colleen, hey, good to see you. Colleen says, hey, Mom Dog. Well, the squirrel's getting closer. Summer says BGN, hi. Sonal says hello, Colleen. Russ says hi, everybody. Jamal, good to see you. Hey, Jamal. Jamal says Mom Dog. Ed, good to see you. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Appreciate you guys. Try to keep the squirrel in the center of the picture there. Ed says, hey, Molly. The squirrel keeps looking at me like, shut up, bitch. Where was I? Colleen says hi, Sonal. Summer says hi, Colleen. Everybody's saying hi to everyone. Pookie says squirrel. Russ says, I'm here and tell them all. Not sure what you mean there, Russ, but I have a feeling it was something supportive and I appreciate you. Colleen says, hi, Summer. Summer says, can't hear her. Can anybody else not hear me? Russ says, hi, Red. Red says, hi, everyone. Colleen says, hi, Gary. Pokey says, I had raccoon in the front yard last night. Oh, fun. Russ says, hi, Pokies. Summer says, BGN, hi. Nicole, hey, good to see you. Hey, Nicole. The squirrel is so much closer than it looks. You guys just don't know. Thank you so much for coming. Pokey says, big chungus. Summer's giving love. Welshman says, can you imagine the tree lifting its roots and ran saying, oh no, not again, damn live stream. That would be funny. I would probably not do another live stream. I would be so freaked out. Colleen says, hi, Nicole. Summer says, you're muted, Mom. Let me go ahead and mute and unmute. Can you hear me now, Summer? Ed says 2.5 hours and my Friday officially starts. Nice, Ed. Nice. Summer says, Nicole, hey. Welshman says, call him Shadow. Nicole says, hey, Summer and Colleen. Russ says, click that like button, guys, and don't forget to sub, too. Yeah, I appreciate you, Russ. Appreciate you. Summer says, can anyone else hear her? Russ says, hi, Summer. Colleen says, I can hear her. Summer says, BGN, hi. Ed said, got to show my fish friend some support. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What's that, Mom? said Russ. Welshman says hi. Well, Welshman says message retracted, so I'm going with hi. Kira, hey, good to see you, Kira. How you doing? Russ says black squirrel. I'm here until the end, Mal. Oh, okay, gotcha. Whoa, Big B. Go away, Big B. Stay in frame, little squirrel. Stay in frame there, little squirrel. Little squirrely. Oh, you're stealing the chipmunks. You're stealing Chippy's nuts. Guys, he's eating the peacock nuts. Matthew, hey, good to see you, Matthew. Matthew says, hi, Mom Dog. Ed says, I can hear you loud and clear. Appreciate you. Welshman says, yes, Summer, I can hear her. Matthew says, what in the world is that? It's a little black squirrel. That squirrel is super cute, says Kage. Isn't he? Colleen says, black squirrel. I've never seen a black squirrel. Oh, really? We have them all over. Summer says, hi, Matthew. Ed said, me either. We're going to have to make a poll and give this thing a name, aren't we? Summer says, sub to you, Ed. Red, appreciate you, Summer. Appreciate you. Matthew says, what? I have never seen that before. Ah, Mary. Hey, good to see you. This is a little black squirrel that will probably end up getting a name. He's eating my peacock nuts, Mary. He's eating my peacock nuts. They're for Chippy. Ed says, I only have the basic brown bitch squirrels here in Florida. We got the brown and gray squirrels here too. I've seen a white squirrel before too. Nicole says, hey, Mom Dog, you're most welcome. Summer says, squirrel. Mary says, hey, Summer. Oh my gosh, am I really that far behind? I am. Apologies. Sonal says, hey, Nicole. Matthew says, hi, Red Ed, I sub you. Appreciate you, Sonal. Or, I'm sorry. I appreciate you, Sonal. But I meant to say, I appreciate you, Matthew. I really appreciate you guys subbing to each other. Stay in the frame there, little guy. Oh, that's a good shot. I wish I had another camera to take a picture of that. But dude, you're eating my peacock nuts. Not cool. Not cool. Oh, you're a female. She a little girl, guys. And yes, I saw her boobs. Larry, Uncle Larry. Hey, Uncle Larry. Thank you for coming in. Says, hey there, Mom Dog. Mary's saying hi to Matthew. Welshman said, that squirrel cute. Bruce, hey, good to see you. Bruce is saying hi. Ed says, thank you, Matt. I'll sub back. Matthew saying hi to Mary. Summer says, I subbed you, Red. Appreciate you guys subbing each other. I really do. You little shit. Get back in view. There we go. Russ says, never seen a black squirrel either. Amazing. Yeah, they're... well, this one's being kind of annoying. Because he's... he keeps going off camera now. And he's eating all the peacock nuts. Those are for Chippy. I'll have to throw some more out there. Kira says, good, sorry I haven't been here. This is my first. Well, welcome, Kira. We're welcome, and we're happy to see you, and welcome. Ed said, same to you, Summer. Colleen says, hi, Welshman forever. Summer says, Mary, hi. Mary says, everybody loves peacock nuts. Yeah, especially this guy, or this girl. Tracy, hey, good to see you. Tracy is Little Red Angel, says, hey, Molly. Nicole says, hello, Sonal and Mary. Welshman says, hey, Colleen. Mary says, hey, Welshman. Bruce says, Red Ed, I sub. Appreciate you guys. Tracy says, hello, everyone. Addison. Addison says, good morning, Molly, with love. Love you, Addison. Appreciate you being here. Hey, do you have black squirrels up there, Addison? Nicole saying hi to Kage. Colleen's waving. Kage saying hi to Nicole, Addison, Kira, and Mary. Mary says, I brought my friend in Michigan once, and she flipped out when she saw the black squirrel. Yeah, this one's like 8 to 10 feet away from me. Hey, little squirrel. Hey. It's right on the side of the tree there. Ah, I can't get it. Oh, there he is. Pretty determined to eat those peacock nuts. Ed says, no pole needed, shadow it is. Summer says, Addison. Larry says, I have a few red squirrels, but more gray squirrels. Mary says, yurt. Matthew says, I seen a gray squirrel and an orange squirrel, but never a black one. Oh, come on, just... There you go. Russ says, hi, Tracy, you okay? Larry says, in Arkansas. Nicole says, hey, Addison. I'm sorry, the squirrel is distracting me. It's not that I have a short attention span. It's just, oh, look, a squirrel. Lord of the Fish, hi. Hey, good to see you. Phil says, I can't hear Molly, but I am deaf, so there's that. Just a second, guys. I need my inhaler real quick. Okay, so all the yelling he's cool with, but the inhaler scares him. Where'd you go, little guy? Or all the nuts gone? Do you need more nuts out there, little guy? Little guy girl? Mary says the squirrels in Michigan are much plumper than the squirrels in Florida also. Yeah, probably because they have so many tree nuts. Kage says, name it Shadow. Ed says, a white one? I'd get you to name it. Oh, holy cow, I'm so far back. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to skip all the people saying hi's and just go to the sentences. I apologize if I miss anyone. I love you, and I don't mean to. Let's zoom back out here until he comes back. Or she comes back. JK, hey, good to see you. JK says, hi, Mom Dog. Tracy said, yep, that was a black squirrel, Tracy. JK says, that's awesome. Bruce sub to Matthew, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Lord of the Fish says, Molly, is that a melanistic melanistic gray squirrel? It could just have way too much melatonin, or melanin. I almost said melatonin. It's an awake squirrel. It's sleeping. Tracy said she's beautiful. Summer says squirrel boob. Yeah, I did see her boob. Ed says Black Betty. That's cool too. Bruce says good morning to Juice. Mary says, how do you know a squirrel is a girl? Well, if squirrels have typically large, testicles. They have big testicles, okay? And you can see them fairly clearly under their tail. And when this one was walking around, I didn't see that. And then she flashed me her belly a little bit, and it looks like she's had a litter of babies. So we all up in that squirrel's business. Matthew said Tom the squirrel. No, it's a girl. It's definitely a girl. But if I see a male, I know we have more than one black one here. Bruce says, Bruce sub to Tracy. Appreciate you, Bruce. Nicole says, I was wondering the same thing, Mary. Mary says, it's perfect. All squirrels are named Rocky. It's the law, says Phil. Yurt, says Addison. Welshman says, Mary, did not see you stuffing my face. Summer's giving love. Oh, okay. So Addison, you do get black squirrels up there. So you've seen them. I think black squirrels are a northern thing. Yeah, I think so too. I never saw any in California when I was growing up. Tracy says, oh, she's cute, Molly. Summer says, hi. Oh, I said I wasn't going to read the highs anymore. Mary said, if you call the squirrel, it will run. It sure ran when I used my inhaler. I did not like that. Matthew says, I have a name for that squirrel. What's the name? Share it with us. Summer says, super yurt. Super yurt. Tracy says, hey Russ, trying to do jobs and not getting far, distracted. I know how that is. Matthew says, smoky shadow, shadow tail, midnight onyx. That's a long name, such a little squirrel. Tracy said, sub back Bruce, appreciate you guys. Bruce says, Mom Dog, do you have COPD, asthma? Actually, I'm borderline both. Or actually, 2 years ago when they tested me, I was borderline both. I don't know if I've gotten worse or not, but I'm on a couple of inhalers. Eric, hey, good to see you. Good to see you, Eric. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Ed says, gotta name it Black Betty. Tracy says, thanks, Matthew. Russ says, haha, not like you to be distracted, Tracy. Eric says, how are you? I'm good, Eric. How are you? Ed said, gotta name it Black Betty. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. Tracy says, you're welcome. Matthew says, yes, little red angel, who is also Tracy. Phil, who is not Radio Dude, says, Bruce, she just gets so excited to see squirrels. I think everybody does. Especially this thing practically came up to me. I could see its whiskers and everything. It doesn't look as close on camera as it really is. Bruce says, not Radio Dude. Oh, I see. The Lord takes my breath away too sometimes. Eric says, hey, Bruce. I already said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, Hekuru. Hey, good to see you. Hello, and how are you? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. D, hey, D is Diabolical Duty. Hey, good to see you. How are you? Kage says, yes, black squirrels are a genetic mutation of gray squirrels with an excess of melanin. Russ says, big testes. Pokey says, Molly loves the squirrel. Well, how do you not? I mean, it's a cute little squirrel. Except for that it's eating my peacock nuts that are for Chippy. Ed says, no dono button? Nah, yeah, no, I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized, Ed, but I appreciate the sentiment. Also, you guys are crooked here. I'm sorry. There, that's better. Pokey says, potato friend. Yeah. Do you get black squirrels out there, Pokies? Matthew says, I now have 1,552 watch hours. Wow, Matthew, you go. Eric says, bucko. Tracy says, testes. TJ, hey, good to see you. TJ says, hello all. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well as well. How are you, TJ? Pokey says, here, there, and everywhere. Is that the black squirrel question? JK says, Pokies. Pokey says, I saw your first cartoon, Bruce. Oh, cool. Thank you for doing that, Pokies. Pokey says, I am not famous. I don't know, you're kind of famous. Bruce says, is that your yard or did you go on a hike? This is my backyard. This is right here is the edge of my deck. My back deck. And actually where these trees are is part of a state park. So I don't have to worry about anybody. The hell is that noise? I don't think that's a bird. I don't know what that was. Welshman says, we don't have black ones in the UK. Aw. Dee says, I'm here, Molly. Appreciate you, Dee. Matthew said, I just asked Google if Florida has black squirrel, and it said yes. TJ says, we only have red squirrels and gray ones, but they are not native. Ah, gotcha. Bruce says, at Positive Pokies, that's diabolic. Very good series. That sounds good. Phil says, TJ. Oh, hey, Jack. Jack is in the house. Hey, good to see you, Jack. You missed, unless I'm really far behind on chat, you missed the little black squirrel that was just a few feet away here. Good to see you, though, Jack. Eric says, getting ready for a big move to New York. Or New York. Yes, because York starts with C. I hope that move to North Carolina, excuse me, sorry. I hope that move to North Carolina is smooth and as stress-free as possible for you. I know moving sucks. It's really stressful. Lord of the Fish says, are you in a public forest right now? Because the ones near me have leopards and tigers, so we can't go out there without coming back dead. Well, we have deer, and I've heard we have bear, but I haven't seen any. I know we have foxes, we have raccoons. I think probably raccoons are probably the most dangerous thing we have here. Well, other than people. Mary says shadow. Tracy says, honestly, all I've done is the washing up and put a wash on, puffer water change, that's it. Well, that's more than I got done. I woke up, I watched a live, and now I'm doing a live. That's all I've done today. Addison says squirts. For the squirrel name? Name the squirrel Eutychus. But it's a girl. Bruce says, diabolical, I subbed. Appreciate you, Bruce. Bruce is laughing at Eutychus. Dee says, thank you, Bruce. I'll sub you back. I appreciate you guys subbing to each other. Dee just subbed back to Bruce. Appreciate you guys. Mary says, when I was a kid, I learned squirrels love peacock nuts. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Russ says, what you like, Tracy? JK says, yes, in Maryland we have them. Oh, that's cool. Russ says, we just get red and gray squirrels in the UK, not black. But she is stunning. Thank you. Eutychus the squirrel, says Mary. Matthew subbed to Russ. BGN. I appreciate you, Matthew. I appreciate you. If you like Billy and Maddie's content, you will love Russ's content as well. Indy, hey, good to see you, Indy. Indy says good afternoon. Oops, I missed some. Bruce says, grizzlies are the scariest animal on this planet, in my honest opinion. Or in my opinion. EGN sub back, Matthew. Appreciate you, Russ. Chippy, guys. Chippy is here. Do you see Chippy? Oh, Chippy, come back out, please. Come on, Chippy. There you go. There you go. He's grabbing all the peacock nuts. Hey, Chippy. You're so freaking cute. Please don't hide behind that tree. Please come out, Chippy. I don't know, can you guys see him? In between the leaves there? There we go. That's a good chipmunk. Come back out here. Like he understands English. Oh, he gone. He gone. That was cool. I had a random black squirrel and Chippy came by. Monkey said Paul retired. I liked Paul. Miss Paul. Paul J? Paul J Pokies? Phil says, oh my God, we just got an unsolicited deck pic from him. Oh wow, I am behind. I apologize. Bigfoot letting gas out. It could have been Welshman. John, hey, good to see you. John says, hi Molly, hope you're having a great weekend. TJ says, LOL, Era's laughing at Phil. D says, sub to you, Summer. Appreciate you, D. Appreciate you. Tracy says, we only get red ones in Scotland now. The gray ones have outdone them. You may see them in zoos. Oh, really? Are you back, or is that a spider? Oh, I thought I saw something in there. And we'll zoom back out until we get another critter by. Indy's working, doing roadie mail run. Wow, you are busy. I appreciate you coming in. It means a lot. Matthew says they are rare and only seen in certain areas. TJ says we have red ones in Formby, just outside of Liverpool. Russ says yes, red ones were overrun by the gray, unfortunately. Mary will be right back. She has to go feed the birds. Oh, Chippy's coming back, I think. There he is. Hi, Chipper. How are you, little one? Of course, he's right there and right hiding behind the leaf. Oh, he's got a big cheeks full of food. Look at you, little one. Oh my God, he's so cute, I'm gonna die. Oh, there he goes. John says, Tracy, how you diddling? Bruce subbed to Russ, appreciate you. I'll comment here directly. Tracy says, John fiddling, not all, all too distracted. Fiddling. Russ says, thanks, Bruce. I'll sub back. Tracy says, diddling. Matthew says, possum. Yeah, possums are pretty dangerous, too. Possums can be pretty scary. Oh, here he comes back again. Every time I zoom out. Where you go, little guy? There you are. Here's little Chippy. And he's gone again. There he is again. At the very bottom of the screen. Can you guys see how stuffed his little cheeks are? I didn't make that noise. You made that noise. Don't look at me like that. God damn, he's so cute. I can't stand it. Bruce says, what are peacock nuts? Peacock nuts are unsalted peanuts. Mary feeds them to the peacocks. And one time she said peacock nuts, and I thought it was hilarious. And so from then on, peacock nut or unsalted peanuts are called peacock nuts. And Chippy likes them, as you can see by how full his cheeks were. Summer says, moving sucks. Good luck, Star. Russ says, really, John? I didn't know that. TJ says, you got 48 now, Bruce. Appreciate you guys. Indy said, Bruce, sub me and leave me message. We'll get you back. We'll help get you to 50. Jack says, Bruce is loose. You now have 40. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for... Oh, here he comes again. Hey, Chippy. Hey, Chipper. Oh, there. Snuck under the camera. There he is. How cute is he? And he's gone. The funny thing is whatever spooked him, he ran over by me. Here he is again. So freaking cute. Red said, I'm missing the Reds in England. Phil is leaving. Phil says, bye, everyone. Thank you for stopping in, Phil. I appreciate you. If you're still here. If not, I'm so sorry. Maddie! Hey, good to see you, Maddie. John said, Tracy, I absolutely said nothing about fiddling. It's a great way to pass the time. And he's gone again. And he ran over by me. What a weird chipmunk. Come on, Chippy. You come back out here. There's more peacock nuts for you. Tracy says, John, fiddle away, John. Russ says, me too. Reds were beautiful. I think there are some in Southport. John says, sorry, Russ, missed your live, mate. I've been fitting carpets. Oh, I'm so sorry, John. Did you enjoy your sleep last night, bud? He did look so much better today, John. He really did. He's still tired, though. Here comes Chippy. Where'd you go, bud? Where'd you go? There you are. Fitting carpets or fiddling. says Tracy. Bruce is at 49 now. One more to his 50. How freaking cute is that squirrel? Can you see how full his freaking cheeks are? And he keeps coming back for more. Where are you going to put all that, little guy? Oh, and the black squirrel is back. Chippy and the black. We have Chippy and the black squirrel. I didn't put those out for you, black squirrel. I put them out for Chippy. Oh, Chippy ran off. But here. Maddie says, I'm good, just home. Now showered. How are you, Russ? Josh, hey, good to see you. Pokies, damn it. Yeah, that's right. Pokies, damn it. Mary says he does exist. Jack says, Maddie, were you trying to get Bruce's loose to 50? Can help you. Can you help a brother out? Maddie, we're trying to get Bruce's loose to 50. Can you help a brother out? I can read. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, if we can get him to 50, that would be awesome. Josh, that's what I'm going to say every time I enter. Yeah, go right ahead. Oh, here comes Chippy. Where'd you go, Chip? Chip, Chip. Chippy, Chippy, where are you? Oh, you're right behind that leaf. Oh, that's cute. See the little pouch in the front there, guys? She was a mama. Oh my God, he's coming right up to me. And the little black one's just sitting there munching on a nut, watching the whole show. There's both of them, one shot. How cool is that? Oh, somebody get a screenshot. Both of them, one shot. Oh. I'm so far behind on the chat. I apologize, guys. Alvin the Chipmunk, says Welshman. His name is Chippy. And there he is again. He's over here. Mary said, I saw him. He's adorable. Russ said, didn't get much. John was sick as a dog after stream, then had to clean up as the first time didn't make it to the loo. Yeah, Russ had a rough night. Great live stream, rough night. Mary says, Chippy and Yurdy. Bruce is thanking everybody. Pokey says, Monkey Run told me. Pokies, are you talking about Paul J? Because I haven't seen him around in a while. There you go. Stay in focus there, little guy. Little girl. And here comes Chippy. Again. Hey, Chip, Chip. Where'd you go? There's Chip. Oh, both of them in the same screen again. Look at that. Damn, how full can those chicks get, dude? Ken, hey, oh my gosh, hey Ken, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. You're probably gone now, but still I appreciate you and thank you for coming. Pokey says, good day, everyone. Thank you for coming, Pokies. Plenty red squirrels here. The gray are called, says Maddie. John says, "Oh, Russ, we appreciate the time you put in, mate, but sometimes it's okay to cast this aside for a little self-care, decent food, and a good night's sleep. You'll be a new man." That's true. We'll understand if you need time, Russ. We love you. We want you taken care of. Bruce says, "I live in the woods too, but my cats chase away the squirrels." That's why my cat does not go outside. He would eat all of these guys. And probably the peacock nuts too. Mary says, "Do spiders eat peacock nuts in Michigan?" Oh, that's a horrifying thought. I hope not. Stop going off camera. Self-care involving fiddling or diddling. Bruce says, "My house has all the neighborhood cats." Ah, gotcha. Ken says, "We have black squirrels here in the city." Share Bear, hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Just passing through. Have a great, blessed weekend, everyone. Thank you, Share Bear. Chippy, are you? There you are. I've never seen Chippy this active. Wonder if we're going to have a hard winter and he's gathering nuts already. I didn't know chipmunks and squirrels could get along like that. Learn something new every day. John says, "A fiddle with the diddle, just what the doctor ordered." Kelly, hey Kelly. Oops, was that a little fight? Or did I spook at them? Did I spooky them? Did I spooky you guys? Thank you so much for coming, Kelly. I appreciate you. Matthew's Care Bear is in the house. Care Bear is in the house. Oh, little squirrel, please don't run up my leg. Or little Chippy, don't run up my leg. He was running right at me. Hey, little black squirrel, come on out. Bruce needs one more sub. One more sub? Can we get him one more sub, guys? Ken said, "Late to the party. LOL, busy morning. Sorry, folks." No, Ken, we know you're busy and we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys subbing to each other. I'm trying to catch up on the chat, guys. Welshman says, "Bruce, I'm your 50th sub." Woohoo! Congratulations, Bruce. Russ says, "How is the family, Ken?" John says, "Little guy reminds me of my dad. Looks stuffed, but shockingly mobile." Shea Bear says, is saying hi to everyone. Ken says, "Everyone is great, making candied bacon at the moment." Ooh, that sounds good. If you guys could just stay on camera, it would make my life so much easier. And there he goes. Indy says, "Bruce, you're at 51 now, so you can go live on a day." Oh, yeah. Oh, Bruce, try to go live right away because it's going to have you do some stuff first. And if you try to go live, it'll tell you what you need to do. Bruce says, "Thank you. First time I've ever heard of peacock nuts." Yeah, it's a string. Oh my God. Guys, we have another chipmunk that came from a completely different direction. So who's Chippy? Who are you, sir? Or madam? We have a strange chipmunk. Oh, he just ran under the deck. Unsolicited dick pic. Ken says, "What's up, Molly?" "Not much. I'm just trying to keep these critters, and these critters finally decided to show up today, but I can't keep them on cam because they keep moving." Mary says, "I could just see somebody going to the feed store. Can I get those peacock nuts, you know, that the squirrels like?" I totally would. I totally would. And he says, it'd take about 24 hours, then you can go live. Yeah. Now, is that a chipmunk or a squirrel? Chipmunks don't have a bushy tail, right? This right here, the black one, is the bigger black one. That's a squirrel. The littler striped ones are the chipmunks. Appreciate you hanging out, guys. Appreciate you. People are saying hi. Matthew updated his playlist. Awesome. We'll play that. Anybody who is connected with Matthew, please play his playlist. He's trying to get monetized. Ken says, "You're in Michigan too, eh?" Yep, I'm on the other side of the state from you, Ken. I'm over by Muskegon. Matthew says they're sharing. I don't think there's so much sharing as they're not sure what each other are. Here comes the other one. Are you trying to get under the... There's the first one that I thought was Chippy. The mystery chipmunk went under the deck. Is this one going under the deck too? You guys have chipmunk babies, okay? You guys go have chipmunk babies. Yes, have chipmunk babies. What a good little chipmunk. Jonathan, hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. TJ says, "Wow, that squirrel is stunning." John says, "Wow, that black squirrel is amazing." Yeah, the black squirrel is beautiful. I agree, Mary. What are you doing, little squirrel? Or little chipmunk? I think that one's Chippy. Eric says, "The black squirrels, bad luck like black cats." I don't think so. I don't think so. We got the squirrel there. We got the Chippy there. We'll focus on the squirrel because it likes to stay in camera better. Yeah, Onyx is a perfect name. TJ agrees. Onyx is the perfect name. I know I'm missing some stuff, guys. I'm not reading out the highs and stuff. I'm trying to catch up here. I apologize. I'm trying to keep the critters in the camera here. John says, "Oh, I really want a little Onyx." Well, maybe she'll have some more babies. Mariah, hey, good to see you. Mariah says, "On August 13th, YouTube gonna ask everyone ID, make sure no one under age 18. Oh, good to know. Thanks for the heads up. Don't do cute stuff off camera. That's not nice. Tracy sub John. Appreciate you guys subbing each other. Mariah says, "Which I think is against the law." No, I think they're I mean, if they put up age restrictions, then they have to comply with laws. They're a big enough company that they would have to comply with local laws. So we'll see what happens. Ken says, all right, I'm off. Insane amount of stuff to do. Going back out of town tomorrow. Appreciate you, Ken, and hope to see you again soon. You take care. Matthew says they are friends. Everybody's saying bye, Ken. Take care, Ken. Matthew, until they run low on peacock nuts. Yeah. Tracy says, I want one. Mariah says, chipmunk. Matthew subbed to John. Appreciate you guys. Oh, here comes sneaking up in the back. There he goes. You guys are so cute. Can't stand it. John says, Loki would love a little onyx, especially covered in gravy. Yeah, so would Dr. Evil. Ooh, boy, he's really darting around. Hey, you're really darting around, little guy. Tracy says, we got a kitten yesterday. I saw it, and it's absolutely precious. It's just a little fluff ball. Damn it, Chippy. Fine. Bruce says, everyone on Earth get along except humans. Yeah, pretty much. Where you going, girl? Come back over here. Oh, hey, Chippy. Oh, there he is. I wonder if I toss some nuts closer here, if they'll come get them. I'm sorry I scared you part way up the tree there. Wait, which tree are you on? Oh, you came out of the tree. Chippy just takes them and runs. This one grabs a nut and takes her time, enjoys it, watches what's going on. You little stinker. Chippy is just out of the camera down here. Hi, little Chippy. You're so freaking cute. I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Tracy, I class myself as a big burly Yorkshireman, afraid of nothing, terrified of cats. Russ says, name that kitten or I will, Tracy. Oh, that's a threat. Bruce says, nice, a tiny companion to love. Tracy says, John, think they rule the world. Well, come on down here. Or are you just not as brave as Chippy? You're just not as brave as Chippy. John says, for fuck's sake, Russ, don't you dare name that kitten. Summer's already subbed to Bruce. Appreciate you. Tracy says, Russ, it's not up to me. Russ says, cats do rule the world. Tracy says, and nope to Pussy or Fanny. Bruce says, y'all got me to 52. Good job. Awesome, Bruce. Congratulations. Thank you. Here in a day or two, I can go live like y'all. Thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Bruce, we've all been there. We've all been to where, oops, I lost the little guys. We've all been there. And I'm so excited for you. Oh, there's a gray squirrel. It's behind this tree. There it is. See the gray squirrel? Hi, gray squirrel. You should have came by before the black squirrel. We would have been more impressed with you. Hi. Hi, little gray squirrel. Oh, you're a skittish little thing, aren't you? Very skittish little thing. Only the brave get the peacock nuts. But as I was saying, Bruce, more than happy to do it. So glad to be along for the ride. You let us know when you're going live so we can be there, okay? Oh, wow. Chippy's way out there now. Further than I can zoom in. So we'll just zoom out until they come back. There we go. Tracy says, I think Chloe going to go along a Japanese name. Oh, that would be cool. Russ says, cats are proof the world is not flat. They would have pushed everything off by now. Right? Okay, here's Chippy again. Blue Fanny, green Fanny, hairy puss, says John. Have a wonderful day, Molly in chat. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sure you're probably gone by now, but I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Japanese Fanny, says Russ. Bruce says, Mom Dog 72 will do. Thank you. Be right back. Oh, he's so freaking cute. I can't stand it. Lord of the Fish says, chipmunk. Tracy says, nope. Mary says, Chippy and Chipper. Oh, for the other chipmunk? That's not a bad idea. Could you stay in focus, please? Or stay in camera. Russ Slanty Fanny? Russ says, what? TJ says, I've never tried to go live with just YouTube. Oh, I've never done it any other way. Slanty Fanny, I love it, says Russ. Would you quit darting so far? Actually, can you still see him if I zoom out a little bit? Yeah. Maddie says, how's your day been, Molly? Not too bad. Not too bad. Haven't really done anything yet, but appreciate you asking. How's your day been, Maddie? Or should I not ask? Todd, hey, good to see you. Todd says, hiya. John says, if she wanted to go down the Chinese route, she could have named it Satay. This chipmunk's making me dizzy. I'm just going to leave it here. He can just run by. Lord of the Fish says, we don't really have this many species of squirrels where I am, but there are around 1 to 4 deer species, 6 to 8 pheasants and elephants. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Are those cicadas, Molly? No, I think it's just because it's kind of warm. People are running their hair and it's electrical hum from the... No, I don't think you're imagining it, Tracy. I hear it too. Todd says, I've never seen a black squirrel before. Cool. I'm so glad I could share the black squirrel with everybody. Appreciate you joining us, Todd. Todd, same here. Beautiful, aren't they? I've seen a white one from someone else in another part of America before, says Tracy. Never black. Oh, so cute. Yes, they are. Mary says, I don't know where people heard that, but it's over 14 for YouTube in Florida. John said, wonder if a black got on it with a white, we could just end up with a gray. Carl, hey, good to see you. Carl says, good evening, everyone. Maddie says, hit that like, give it a strike. Yes, please. Oh, 35 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. TJ says, Carl. Oh, yeah, I said I wasn't going to read the highs anymore. Appreciate you coming, Carl. Mary says, in time, when you toss your nuts closer to yourself, they will come closer. Well, Chippy, Chippy came less than a foot from my toe and then decided maybe that wasn't a good idea and ran under the porch. Darren, hey, Darren, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Darren says hi to everyone. Carl says, Molly is behind in chat. I know I'm so behind in chat. You're to kiss the kitty, says Mary. How close are you? Darren says, I'm so far behind, I have no idea what you're talking about, Darren. Mary says, 1:31 p.m. Oh, holy crap, I'm 7 minutes behind chat. I've never seen an all-black squirrel, says Darren. That's a huge squirrel, the gray one. I saw a video, some guy had a white flying squirrel. He would toss it in the air and it would glide back to him. So cute. I've seen those. Those are adorable. That would be amazing to see, says Darren. Lord of the Fish says, in the one I saw an eagle got him. Ooh. Addison's still here. Appreciate you hanging out, Addison. Bruce says, Darren, have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Maddie says, just fishing, Molly. Thank you. You went live this morning way before I was awake, didn't you, Maddie? Mary says, you might want to retitle this live. Come check out the black squirrel. Oh, that's not a bad idea at all. Russ says, squirrel tossing. Mad Cat, hey, good to see ya. Are all the nuts gone? I know you've got to be exhausted, Maddie. Just so you guys know, Matt's aquarium is also Maddie. If you guys could sub up to him, if you guys like his aquarium streams, he's doing them strictly on Matt's aquarium channel now. Holy dog snot, did I catch up with chat? I know I cheated, but... Mary says, I don't think I'd want to talk about that because some squirrels are not flying squirrels and we wouldn't want a 15-year-old throwing squirrels around. That's very true. That's very true. However, if anybody is watching this, no matter what your age are, please don't throw squirrels. Please do not throw Big B. please do not throw live animals of any kind. Carl says, I put up a video and a short. Oh, cool, Carl, I'll check that out. Lord of the Fish says, Molly, did you do an aquarium showcase on stream? No, I didn't. My aquariums, I just have betas and African dwarf frogs. So I have, well, because of the frogs, I have bare bottom aquarium because they're fully aquatic and they dig. And so bare bottom aquariums show poop a lot. And I only clean my aquariums once a week, so yeah, I don't like to show them. But I do have a short up of 2 of my betas. They're in different tanks, but they can see each other, and it's kind of funny. Bruce said, you did! Awesome, go me! Matthew says, my sub count is going up. Good for you, Matthew. Dee says, hey Molly, I'm still here. Appreciate you, Dee. Maddie says, I've split my content into 2 channels. Yeah, Matt's aquarium is just his aquarium. It's just gorgeous. It's got the most, and it has, if you've never seen a ghost knife fish, you have to watch his streams because you can, he has this ghost knife fish called Knifey. It is the freaking coolest fish I've ever seen. Mad Cat says aquarium's very interesting. Lord of the Fish says, Molly, we can type faster, huh? Bruce says, yes, please don't. Carl says, my sub count has gone down by 20. I think they'll give them back. I think that's what Mary was talking about, where you lose some subs, YouTube checks them to make sure that they're not bots or whatever, and then they give them back. Russ says, I'm on about tossing squirrels. Totally different thing. Maple, hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. How the heck are you? Maple says, happy Saturday, folks. Bruce says, betas fight, right? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And in my video, you can totally see that they really want to fight each other. Oh, hey, Chippy. He gone. I guess the black squirrel's full. There we go. Matthew now at 1640. Congratulations, Matthew. Russ says, yes, Bruce. Bruce. Dee says, rumblefish. Yeah, they do like to rumble. That's why they're called Siamese fighting fish. Bruce says, BGN, do they fight any other fish? They have to be alone in the tank. It really depends on the beta, Bruce. Betas, like I had one male beta that, he wouldn't breed either, but he wouldn't fight anybody. He wouldn't fight. I could put that fish in with anybody that would leave him alone, and he would not bother them. He was just the gentlest soul. Now, either of those 2 betas that are in that video, nah, you couldn't even, I couldn't even put one of them with frogs for a while because the frog, he would try and attack the frogs, but then one of the frogs attacked him and then he cut it out. But yeah, it just, betas have such wildly different personalities, Bruce, that it's hard to say, you know, across the board, no, you can't, or yes, you can with a beta. It's a lot of trial and error. And watching very, very closely with a net at the ready. Lord of the Fish says, if you keep them together, but even if you keep them alone, they'll find something to fight with. They'll fight their reflection in the mirror. I'll put mirrors in for them, and they'll fight themselves in the mirror. Oh, hey, Chippy. Ran right up to me. Hi, little guy. How are you? You're very, very cute. Can't stand you. Russ says, no, maybe guppies, but peaceful otherwise. Yeah, and you have to be careful with the guppies don't have too long of a fin, because if the guppies have too long of a fin, the betas aren't. I love betas. They're my very favorite first love in fish, but they're not that smart. So if you get a guppy with a long fin, it'll think it's another beta, and it'll attack it. Russ says, and gouramis. Yes, gouramis can be aggressive. I haven't heard them. Well, I don't know nearly as much about gouramis as I do about betas, so I'm just going to shut up. Mary says, yes, and then also a lot of people are getting deactivated for no reason. Did somebody else get deactivated? Bruce says, oh, okay, so you could put them with goldfish? Well, I think, correct me if I'm right or wrong, Tracy or Russ, but don't goldfish prefer more of a current? Betas need as still water as possible. They love still water. Any kind of a current, they don't like it. It's hard for them to swim because of their big long fins. Simple Life, hey, good to see you. Hello and welcome. Russ says, not really, they need heat, yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. They probably need different temperatures as well. Simple Life says, where is this place located? I am in Michigan in the US, and this is my backyard, and also a state park. Russ says, need to wash my dishes, but can't be bothered. You can wash them later. Take a nap and then wash them. You deserve some rest, Russ. Bruce says, so they have a bad attitude. Simple Life says, how are you, Bruce? Jeff, hey, good to see you, Jeff. How are you? Jeff says, hi, everybody. Bruce says, BGN, LOL, same. I got laundry to do, and I just don't wanna. Jeff says, chipmunks are the cutest animals. They really are. They really are. Did you see the chipmunk, Jeff? He'll be back in a minute if you haven't, I'm sure. Bruce says, Simple Life, I am blessed. How are you? Simple Life says, all good. Thank you. You too. Simple Life says, I'm new here. Welcome, New Life. We're a good bunch of people. We try to spread positivity and try to have some fun and apparently watch squirrel ass. Nice tail. Woo! This one might be a female. Can't get a good enough look. Lord of the Fish says, name one vinegar and the other one salt. So we can call them salt and vinegar chippies. No chipmunks in Ireland. Oh, that's sad. Simple Life says, what is this live about? It's really just about hanging out, spreading positivity, supporting each other, and relaxing. Lord of the Fish says gourmets are basically the same ecological niche as betas, so they fight for the same resources. Oh, okay. Bruce says, I had an Organa goldfish. When I moved, they died. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Goldfish are goldfish like a flow. Yeah. Yeah, so you probably wouldn't want to keep a beta with a goldfish. They wouldn't be happy together. Okay. You really like showing off your butt there, don't you, little guy? There's a face. There's a non-butt face. Kage says, simple life, it's pretty much what you see. We're watching the woods and chatting with each other and Molly. Tracy says, my Moors don't. They are heavy from their fins, a bit like betas. Oh, Tracy, do you think you could keep a beta with the Moor? Or is there still a temperature difference that would be incompatible there? Lord of the Fish says, fancy goldfish really don't. But the more common ones do like the flow. Tracy says, mine rest a lot on the substrate because of how big they are. Yeah, just like betas. Simple Life says, oh God, what a beautiful backyard you have got there. Have a blessed life. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We've had lots of visitors today. Usually we're lucky to see one from a distance. Oops, I just startled Chippy. Chippy was coming back up. I don't know how Chippy feels about this gray squirrel. Inquiring minds want to know. Come out, Chippy. Interact. Let's see what happens. Russ says, your black Moors are stunning. They are. They really are. Jeff says, this is your backyard? That is so cool. Maple says, I feed the chipmunks and squirrels around me unsweetened raisins. They seem to like them. Important to use unsweetened, zero sugar added raisins, though. Here's Chippy. Here's Chippy. Hi, little guy. Hi, little guy. How are ya? Oh, the gray squirrel's getting closer. So cute, I can't stand it. I know it doesn't look that close, but I could have actually reached out, and if I wanted to, I probably would have scared him off, but if I wanted to, I could have just reached out and touched Chippy, who's that close. Yeah, Maple, I feed them peacock nuts, which are unsalted peanuts, and they really like them, as you can see. This time, instead of putting them in a pile, I thought it would be fun to kind of scatter them around. So they had to kind of hunt for them. Bruce is laughing at salt and pepper chippies. Russ said, you should appear on Guest Wednesday, Tracy. Show them beauties off. You should. You totally should, Tracy. Maple says, they also seem to like apple slices. Oh, I didn't think about that. I know they don't seem too crazy about the corn. Bruce says, us old folks love to relax. Yes, that's my favorite pastime. Russ says, my mom made me apple pies. Damn, she can bake so well. Yeah, your mom needs to start baking for all of us. Gary, hey, good to see you, Gary. Gary says, squirrel butt. Hey, here's your Chippy. There's Chippy. If you're still here, Gary. See how full his little cheeks are? And now he's gone. Oh, no, maybe not. Are you gone? Oh, the squirrel is way up here now. And there's a gray squirrel. We had a black squirrel earlier. Yeah, Chippy's under the porch now. Chippy's like right underneath me. Oh, no, he's coming out. There he is. He can't make up his mind. He's all over the place today. And yet another gray squirrel. We got the 2 gray squirrels there. And we got Chippy. Ooh, these 2 are gonna fight. Check them out. Hey, that was rude. Your name is rude, sir. Oh my god, he was standing on his little hind legs over here. It was so cute. Like, practically right at my feet, and now he's gone. There he is. Little chipper chipper. Hey, Chippy Chippy. Hey, Chip Chip. Just said, are you zoomed in? He is really close. Yeah, I am zoomed in, but he's actually closer than it looks. Russ says everyone should show some butt now and then. Everyone loves a good fanny. Maple said they're about 10, 15 feet-ish away, I think. They're a little bit closer than that. Like, let's see, right. Where'd he go? Where you go? Where you go, little guy? There you are. This is about 8 feet from me. 6 feet. About a foot. And he's under the thingy again. Oh, and we have another gray squirrel who's gonna hide and not come out for the camera. Squirrel butt. Hey, little gray squirrel. Please come on camera. My arm doesn't bend that way. Bruce says, BGN, apple pie is my favorite, Dutch apple especially. Everyone should show some butt now and then, says Russ. Tree says, no, Molly. Moors get too big. Aw. Oh, I didn't think about that either. Mary says, I have to go get food and work. Thank you so much for coming. She says, love to all. Appreciate you, Mary. Love you. And I'll see you after my live. Russ said, your wildlife is amazing, Ma. Well, thank you. It's just kind of luck that they all showed up today. Bruce says, Mary, drive safe, please. Yes, please, Mary, be safe. Lord of the Fish said goldfish would be faster, even the fancy ones, so the betas would become goldfish food or just die from the stress. Oh, yes. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that either. Maple says, fun squirrel fact. You can determine the health of squirrels based on the fullness of their tails. A healthy squirrel will have a big fluffy tail. Same with chipmunks. Anna! Hey, good to see you. I'm probably far... Big B, please go away. Please go away. Please, please. Anna, it's so good to see you. Anna says, hope you are feeling well. I'm doing okay, actually. I thought I would have to end, and I've only needed my inhaler once so far, which scared the chipmunk, but I'm doing okay. Good to see you, Anna. Gary says, Queen. Lord of the Fish says, don't they make paintbrushes from their tails? I used to make some from my dog's hair when he got back from the groomers, but they won't pick any sort of paint. Oh, yeah, dog hair wouldn't, especially undercoat, because it's absorbent. Because of its... I used to be a groomer, so I'm going to not ramble on about dog hair. Because I'd like to keep my viewers. Carl says, I want peanuts now. Well, you don't want the ones that are on the ground, Carl. But yeah, that does sound kind of good. Maple said, you should have slowly reached out your hand. That's how I got the chipmunks to trust me enough to feed them by hand. Warning though, they will use you like a tree if they get comfortable enough. Yeah, Chippy, I'm afraid, would climb on me, and I don't want him thinking he can come in the house because, yeah, he would get eaten. Mike the Bug Dasher, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Here's Chippy again. Hey, little Chip. Look, cutie patootie. So cute. Can't stand you. So freaking cute. There he is again. Bruce says, I had to apologize to Naps when I got older for hitting them so much. We hang every day now, right? Right? Same. Russ says, the black squirrel was stunning. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's over by the Chippy, not the black squirrel. Man, Chippy's really making an appearance today. I wish I had a quarter of that thing's energy. Tracy said there was a black moor for sale in my local fish store, and it was 45 pounds smaller than mine. Oh, 45 pounds, comma, smaller than mine. Gotcha. Oh, wow. I wonder how much yours are worth. I mean, I know you wouldn't sell them, but... Who's there? Somebody just dove into the bush next to me. Who is that? Is that you, Chippy? I think it was. Oh, there's another squirrel back there. Probably coming over here. Russ said, I wish I had a backyard like yours, Mom. Yeah, well, can't really do anything with it because there's no room, but it is nice. It's very relaxing. It's super cool when especially the chipmunks come out because they're just freaking adorable. Carl says, any red squirrels? Well, we do have them, but today we've only seen Big B. Please go away. Please get out of my face. Oh my God. Okay, I'm better. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we have chipmunks. We have we had a black squirrel that came on camera, and then we had 2 gray squirrels that came on camera. But we haven't seen a red one today. Lord of the Fish said made some sesame cake today. Ate it all before any pics could be taken. Baking can be easy if you follow some set ratios. Maple says, I don't know if you've ever had squirrel or chipmunk on you before, but they can literally run circles up and down diagonal. There's Chippy way out there. Can't even see him. So we'll just go back to where the squirrels were congregating. Gary says, just showing his nuts. Russ says, show those nuts. Tracy says, these nuts. Maple says, they're closer now, lol. I guess that I said that ages ago. Gate, hey, good to see you. Gate's stopping in for a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Keep up with the videos. Good stuff. Thanks. Enjoy your day. You too, Gate. Appreciate you so much. Maple, everyone says that, but I was literally here this week. I know, but it just seems like, I don't know, it seems like I haven't seen you as much lately. Maybe I'm imagining it. Russ says, give Molly a like and a subscribe, guys. Appreciate you, Russ. Gary says, Chippy is just awesome. Isn't he so freaking cute? I can't stand him. Lord of the Fish says, dog hair is interesting and fluffy. Lucky to have a Shih Tzu that doesn't shed as its undercoat all day. Don't think his line has one. But then again, he doesn't have that typical Shih Tzu snout. Dee says, I'll be back, Molly. Chat later, maybe. Please hit the like and subscribe. Maple says, nap time, sun is hot, hammock is cold. Happy Saturday, everyone. Appreciate you, Maple. You take care. Oh, there's Chippy again. There's Chippy. Take care, Maple. You have a good one. Thank you for coming. Summer says, please thumbs up the live. Appreciate you, Summer. Oh, Dylan, I missed you. I'm so sorry. Hey, Dylan, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you. This is Chippy, who's about to do something random, because that's how Chippy do. Summer says, hi, fishing. Dee says 6 or 7, after 6 or 7. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll text you, though. Lord of the Fish says, is this the outskirts of an old growth forest? Well, this forest has, oh, he just ran under there, didn't he? This is it's a fairly old forest. There's actually, if you see the horizon, let's see if I can point to it. The horizon right there, the horizon line, that drops off right there. And there's a creek down there that's currently just mud. But I'm hoping eventually we'll get enough rain that it'll fill up and we'll have a creek down there. It'd be really cool to take you guys to show. Summer says, I have to go, Molly and everyone. Enjoy your weekend. You too, Summer. You have a great one. Thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you. Russ says, do the squirrels and Chips wander into your house on occasion, Mall? No, they don't, and I'd like to keep it that way, because that's how, uh-oh. Oh, he's on the porch, guys. There's no food up here, little dude. Okay, he's on the second step. There's no food up here, little dude. I'm sorry. Aw. Summer says, love you guys. Thanks for hosting, Molly. Love you too, Summer. So good to see you. You stay awesome. Russ says, can imagine that be a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah, if one got in the house, oh, he would be dead. He would be dead. Lord of the Fish says, have to go now. Bye, Molly. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming, Lord of the Fish. Appreciate you. I think I broke my... Did I break this? Did I break this by playing with it too much? Okay. Carl, you are awesome. Why do you say you wish you were awesome? What makes you think you're not awesome? Gary needs to eat. He says, take care. You take care too, Gary. We'll talk later. Thank you so much for coming. Do you guys hear that noise? That broop, broop? That's Chippy. That noise is Chippy. Russ says, I assessed a house years back after a squirrel had got in, caused $45,000 of pounds of damage. Oh my God. Yeah, he went on the other side, but he's still making that noise. Isn't that weird? I didn't know they made a noise. Well, I knew squirrels did because I had a squirrel give me what for one time. Russ says, you are awesome, Carl. Bruce has had to get my tablet. The trusty phone died. Oh no. Appreciate you though, Bruce. Appreciate you. Where are you, little guy? Oh, they ate all the nuts. Maybe I should put some more nuts out here. Carl says, we have red squirrels here. Do you have just red squirrels, Carl, or do you have other kind of squirrels? Bruce says, appreciate you, Ms. Molly. Thank you. Appreciate you, Bruce. Lord of the Fish says, back again, had to go feed the fish. Yeah, I love feeding my fish. That's the best part of the hobby. Bruce is very generous with your nuts, Mom. Yeah, I'll give my nuts out to just any old critter. Excuse me, guys. I need another hit of my inhaler real quick. You'll give your nuts to any old critter, Russ? Lord of the Fish says, hope you're doing well, Molly. I appreciate you, Lord of the Fish. Lord of the Fish, did we ever ask you your real name? And if we haven't, I'd like to ask that now. Russ says, if they want my nuts, they can have them. Mr. Carey, hey, good to see you. Mr. Carey said, someone said you were allegedly looking for a male stripper, and I lost your phone number, Mom Dog. I know you were joking. I knew you were joking. Wow, loud radio. I hope you guys couldn't hear that music. Mr. Carey says, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Carey. I'll prefer to go by Lord of the Fish or just Fish Lord. That's fine. Got no problems. I know what you meant. You're all good. Russ said, there is a bit of truth there, Carrie. No, I like my men to strip for free. Did I say that? I said that. We'll zoom back out here until somebody decides to show up again. Mr. Carey says, Mom Doug, I've been on a bad roll joking past several days, so I am like tiptoeing on daily. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. It was harmless. Russ says, always on the lookout for a stripper, aren't you, Mom? Mr. Carey's laughing. Holy cow, 49 likes. Thank you guys so much. Mr. Carey says, good, thank you, Mom Dog. No problem. Kage says, wait, Molly, are you caught up with chat? I am. That means I get to take a drink. Were you guys placing bets on if I would ever catch up? Because I probably would have bet against it. 50? I'm showing 49. Can you see in the future, Carl? Everybody's saying hi. That's awesome. You guys sub up to each other too. If you see somebody new, check out their channel. I mean, I'm not saying you have to sub to them, but just check out their channel. It may be a new friend. It may be a new hobby or new interest that you didn't know you had. It takes just a few seconds. Could make a decent impact on your life. Also, I really love it when you guys sub to each other. Mr. Carey says, your channel and Kage and Daisy, I can joke and be myself. I truly appreciate you. Aw, we appreciate you too, Mr. Carey. Man, there's a lot of traffic today. Russ says, I got over 6,000 viewers today, Ma. Can't believe it. I can't either. It was awesome. And when it said 148 people were in there, I was like, yes. That was so many people. Oh, Russ, have you reached out to Fish Shop Matt to see if he'll if he'll be a guest on your show? Lord of the Fish says, the guy I talked to for my shrimp gave me his brochure list of varieties. Should I go with black sakura, red cherries, or rillies? He also had ghost shrimp, but they are somewhat aggro from my research. Red cherries, I think, are probably the hardiest that other than a mono, that I've dealt with. You need to understand that if you're taking advice from me, all of my shrimp have died except I have one random Amano in a tank that I've never had shrimp in before. So I'm not a good person to tell you how to keep them alive. However, the rillies are bomb. The rillies are sweet. I would vote for those. And they're not any harder to take care of than, like, the cherry shrimp. Carl says, I got none. You don't have any shrimp, Carl? Or you don't have any fish? Russ says, I don't know what happened. Because you're keeping at it, Russ, and because you're an awesome guy. I mean, you're going to get bigger. You're going to continue to. Mr. Carey says, Lord of the Fish, are you needing subscribers? I will sub to you. Appreciate you guys. Mr. Carey says, I will sub to you. I swear to sugar, I thought I was sub to BGN, and apparently I wasn't, but now I am. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Pokey says, Molly MVP. Pokies, did you see Chippy? Were you here to see Chippy? Or any of the gray squirrels or the black squirrel? I think you saw the black squirrel. Pokey said, Dr. Evil #1. Pokey says, or Mr. Carey says hi to Pokies. Russ says, thanks, Mal. I'm just telling the truth, Russ. Pokey says, I've retired from, I just go fishing. Exactly. Amazing figures. Amazing figures, Russ. Yes. That was amazing. And huge congrats to you. Huge congrats. Pokey says, I was lurking, but you was so far back. I know, I'm sure people probably were just like, yeah, she's never going to get to my message. I'm going to go do laundry or something. Appreciate you, Pokies. Appreciate you so much. BGN says, thanks, Tracy. Mr. Carey's hugging BGN. Who's Russ? Mr. Carey says, Lil, I just subbed. Appreciate you guys. Tracy says, thanks, Carey. Carrie, sorry. Mr. Carey says, you're welcome. Pokey says, I sent Russ that turtle, though. Should show up any day. Did you get that turtle, Russ? Tracy says, sub back. Appreciate you guys. Lord of the Fish says, well, I'm not going to be releasing any content soon. How come? Fishing frustrations. Hey, good to see you. Hello and welcome. Says, hi all. Mr. Carey says, Lil, no worries. Carl says, you keep missing comment. Am I? Am I missing comments? Mr. Carey says, fishing. Fishing frustration says, hi, Mr. Carey. Pokies is laughing. Russ says, thanks, Pokies. Not arrived, yay. Was that supposed to be yet or yay? Because, I mean, you could have a turtle if you wanted to. Although I'm not sure how alive it'll be when it gets there. Lord of the Fish says, Russ, you should try and contact Gary Lange. He breeds and keeps rare and some undocumented rainbow fish species. Wow, that is awesome. Gary Lange. I'm going to have to Google that. Russ says, yet, fat fingers. Oh, there's a squirrel throwing nuts down from the tree. Let's see if we can see him. Nope, it won't bend that far. There we go. Mr. Carey said, fishing. I subbed, commented, and liked your recent short. Appreciate you, Mr. Carey. Russ says, that would be amazing. Carl says, I left a comment 2 minutes ago. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Could you repost it, Carl, if I missed it? I'm so sorry. Kage says, I just put up a new poll, guys. We'll have to check that out after my live. Gary Lange is what I thought my Gary was, hence his name. Carl says 2. I missed 2 of them? Could you please repost them? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mr. Carey says, I gotta run. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Mr. Carey. You have a fantastic weekend. Be safe and enjoy yourself. And be kind above all. Lord of the Fish says, BGN, I go with a sunken ship or neon rainbow gravel for my world-class shrimp tank. Any, one of those little opening pirate chests? Maddie saying hi to Mr. Carey. Russ says, no sunken ships. You know what? They never really bothered me until you said something about it, and then I looked at it again and I was like, yeah, it is kind of tacky. Maddie saying hi to John. Carl says goodbye. Goodbye, Carl. Thank you so much for coming. I'll be at your live on Thursday, and I'm sure I'll see you around. You take care, and you have a fantastic weekend. Russ says, rather have a sunken shit. I wouldn't, but... I guess everybody's done eating. Russ says bye to Carl. Lord of the Fish says fish already take care of that. Yes, don't they know? Don't they know? Especially I've got bare bottom tank I'm painfully aware of. Frogs poop a lot. Tracy's laughing. Lord of the Fish says, guys, hydrate. That's right. Keep hydrated, guys, especially in this heat. Everybody stay safe. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Maddie will be tying flies here in about 4 minutes. Oh, Cindy, hey, good to see you. I'm just getting ready to end, but thank you so much for coming, Cindy. I appreciate you. How you doing? Lord of the Fish says, first time Molly probably waiting on chat. Russ says, see you soon, Moll. Kage says, okay, I'll see everyone later. Cindy says, I'm good, thanks, and you? I'm glad to read it, Cindy. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Appreciate you. Tracy says, thank you, Molly, for a great stream and distracting me from jobs. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate the 51 likes. That really touches my heart. Everyone, go forth and be kind.